gonna mute too.
Yeah, mute your mic. Be respectful. Okay, we're live now. Sorry everyone. We're a bit late. I was waiting on my co-host to show up. The first thing I need to bring up before we do anything is that in the last episode of the Kuffar experience, we had an ex-Muslim on called Habib, and Habib brought up the fact that, we brought up that Dave Rubin is a climate change denier, and he was absolutely sure that Dave had said that he thinks that climate change is a lie. And afterwards, I said, "Oh, Habib, send me the video where you heard this," and he's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, Lalo, I confused Dave Rubin with Steven Crowder." So yeah, just that was a complete. Not lie, he just messed up. It was a confusion. Dave Rubin is not a climate change denier. I saw the video with it was the interview between Dave Rubin and Steven Crowder, and Steven Crowder didn't exactly think climate change is a complete myth or a lie. So even if it's Steven Crowder we're talking about, I wouldn't say he's a completely climate change denier. You should check out the video where he talks to Dave Rubin about that. But yeah, no, Dave is not a climate change denier. And the second thing I want to talk about is now I hate Jenn and Pharaoh, and I'm gonna explain why I hate them. I recently uploaded my these Kuffar experience and all my podcasts to SoundCloud. And while I did that, I was listening to the Kuffar experience and our past episodes, and I was enjoying them a lot. I was even laughing at our own conversations. And then today, also Jenn uploaded a very touching video about her being possibly diagnosed with cancer and how that relates to her mocking religion and her experience in religion. And so I find myself really liking these conversations, liking Joe and Jenn a lot. And Joe might be going to jail, and Jenn is telling me that she might be ill. And you guys have now have me invested emotionally in the two of you. I like you a lot.
Okay, calm the fuck down.
No, screw you guys. Don't you make me invest myself emotionally.
It's all about Lalo.
So I hate you guys now, because by hating you, it helps me,
Feel better? Well, if we say
a prayer let's say a prayer about it. No, I really like our conversations. That's all I'm saying, and I don't want them to end.
They won't.
Yeah, I know, but because you know why? Because really, I have an Egyptian atheist dude and an ex-Mormon, ex-Muslim white girl. They're like a dime a dozen. You can just find them anywhere. There's a lot of us. You can just get to just a brown guy and a weird ex-Mormon, ex-Muslim girl. You can just get to, right? Not that
I'm
difficult.
sure I can just send out a tweet. Are there any ex-brown, ex-Muslim men?
Yeah, one brown guy and one
and an ex-Muslim convert.
Yeah, make sure the convert was pretty extreme for a while, because that colors thing's kind of interesting. So
She's stoned motherfucker. I need a girl that stoned people before.
I don't know if you're gonna find one of those.
Yeah, I need a gangster ex-Muslim. None of that weak shit.
So I guess as a subject we could bring up today is something I told you guys the other day that you guys were kind of surprised by. That obviously probably people who follow me on Twitter or YouTube, my podcast, obviously know that I have some atheist followers and fans, and I even have some ex-Muslim fans who live in some Muslim countries still. I got a really nice message from someone on Facebook who's from Indonesia, and was telling me how much they appreciate what I'm doing and that they like what I say, and they can never say what I'm saying in the country they live in. But also what's interesting is I have Muslim fans, which you guys were surprised by, and I'm surprised that I had Muslim fans as well. So when they contacted me, one of the things I asked them is like, why are you a fan of mine? I talk so much crap about Islam, and I have really no appreciation for it, and I'm so critical of it. And these people are not ex-Muslims. These are people who are still Muslims, liberal, of course, who go to mosque. And they they have a lot of different reasons, but mainly in general what they say is that because they're Muslims, they're obviously very liberal Muslims, but they tell me that they can't make the criticisms that they want to make in their own community. So they'll tell me like, I've heard a lot of stories from these people. Like they'll tell me like sometimes their mosque starts that are integrated between the women and the men. They don't separate them, but suddenly they decide to there's a proposition to separate them, and they can't, and it's very hard for them to criticize it, or they'll say that there's a lot of hate between the Muslim women who wear a hijab and don't wear a hijab, and the women who wear a hijab or a niqab think themselves much more pure and better than the women who don't. So, and there's a lot of these criticisms, and they just can't make these criticisms a lot of what I say themselves. And so they get a lot of their criticisms of Islam from people like me, which I thought was interesting.
I think they're on their way to becoming atheists.
Probably, yeah.
Because this is not how good Muslims think. So yeah, I would say if you have 10 of those fans, I would say by next year 9 of them will be atheists.
The parallels between the ex-Mormons and the ex-Muslims that I come across, it's so funny because they behave the same way. They'll follow you. They'll be a little bit liberal. They'll kind of see the problems. They'll make some jokes. They'll get defensive. They'll apologize a little bit. But slowly over time and more exposure, a lot of them wind up being atheists or ex whatever. But the parallels are kind of interesting.
Yeah, I kind of see. I kind of see that
ex-Mormon and ex-Muslim.
Yeah, I kind of see that the way I'm seeing it is they're already out the door, but they didn't realize it yet. They need some time to because it's a battle, man, going in your brain. You'd be watch, for example, if I'm a Muslim who's having doubts and watching one of my videos, one of your videos, one of Jenn's videos, I'd be sitting literally having a battle inside of my brain, trying to reason shit and just do some mental gymnastics, try to come up with some explanation. But sooner or later, just I think logic, triumphs over time.
So
oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
go ahead.
I'm so stupid. I meant Mormon and Muslim. I don't know why I said ex-Mormon, ex-Muslim. Anyway, carry on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but so you're saying that these people probably are extremely skeptical and already don't hold a lot of Islamic beliefs, and they're just struggling in their heads between.
I would say the religion part in their brain is already dead, and the only thing that's keeping them in is the cultural side of their brain.
The traditions,
yeah.
going to mosque and Ramadan.
They have the culture. They have their families. They have they have the community, the mosque, the whole thing. Ramadan is coming. It's a whole shit show. So the cultural part actually sticks more than the religious part. I think the religious part dies
and those are the benefits the Christians have in the West, because they're able to have the cultural part of their religion without it needing to be.
You can't have that in Islam. Yeah, you just can't.
Yeah, I think a lot of these people are as much Muslim as I am Catholic.
Yeah.
I celebrate Easter. We celebrate Christmas. We do those kind of things, and I'm Catholic as far as that goes. But do I believe a single thing? It's no. Maybe these people, I don't know. Maybe they hold some spiritual belief about it. They still kind of believe in they're probably the people who believe Allah is kind of an energy in the universe that unifies us all. They're closest to a Buddhist philosophy of Islam.
Those are the Muslims I want to hang around, though. Those are the ones I want to be let's hang out, let's go get a movie.
I actually talked to a lot of people that that went through that. You know, they told me like before they left Islam, they had like that phase of like God is like some sort of like nebulous like figure that like some sort of like some sort of like Hindu, just some new age bullshit basically to just like try to rationalize
The
that
graduation
they
of
actually
disbelief.
live. Yeah. So I think also that's another step on the way.
Yeah. Well, going back to what I said before about Jen's video, which I saw today, which was a very moving video. I guess we can put the link in the description after the video ends. So Jen, you talked about there about so you weren't diagnosed with cancer yet, but you might have it. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I have a lump in my breast, and so far all the signs kind of point to it being cancer, but there's no definitive answer till they biopsy it, which is not for a little bit yet. So I'll know definitively soon.
And you related it to mocking religion and your experience in religion.
Well, yeah, I think when you go through a lot and you've experienced a lot of dark things and life is taking you down very, very dark paths, you look at things differently. I mean, everyone's experience is relative to them, but I see the world and I experience the world through a different lens than other people, and having this kind of thrust back on me again, I did have cancer once, and it was a terrible experience, and I didn't ever want to go through it again, but if I have to, that's okay. I'm cool. I'll fight. But I just don't care anymore, so I kind of talked about that, where I'm tired of being afraid, and I've spent my whole life being afraid, and I don't want to be afraid anymore, so I'm going to be loud, and I'm going to talk.
You mean, like, because you said in the video, a lot of people criticize the fact that you mock religion.
Oh, I get shit all the time. Either I have no morals, or I have no self-esteem, I have no values, I'm lost because I was a Muslim and a Mormon. And it's either helpful in my arguments, or it's a hindrance because people see me as a ditz, or like I said, wishy-washy. So I addressed it.
So because you've gone through a lot with religion.
Yeah, I'm angry. People are like, hey, why are you angry? Why are you?
There's an echo. Who's doing the echo? Does someone not have their earphones on?
Joe.
Nope.
It wasn't me. My earphones were in.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh well. I forgot what I was saying.
People say that. Yeah. Go ahead. Did you get it?
Yeah, the criticism that you get for saying the things you said and the experiences you had. For example, I just started reading Ayaan Hirsi Ali's book Heretic, and I mean, I really like Ayaan Hirsi Ali. God damn it with this echo. I find it. She's among the most rational and logical people in everything she does, when she writes, when she debates, when she speaks publicly, and everything. And it's shocking to me when she talks in her book that at one time when she was in her teenage years, when she was veiling herself and she was an extremist Muslim and she truly believed that Salman Rushdie deserved to die. It's shocking to me that this is one of the very few public people now who are really so logical and objective in their way of thinking, and really see the harm in believing myth and Islam and religion in general, even much more than people who are never brought up in that, and still kind of have this wishy-washy kind of attitude towards, oh well, religion has its its benefits, and who are we to judge, and all this kind of bullshit. And it's I don't know if it takes to have gone through that to have that kind of attitude, because it doesn't seem like it just comes from people who didn't go through it. You think that's also similar to you, Jen?
I wish it wasn't like that. But when you've seen the worst of religion, and you've experienced horrific things, you have to be able to see it through, or at least through the eyes of like a survivor and somebody and a victim, because I don't know how else to explain it. It's like you have to see the danger in it because you've seen it firsthand, and people that have never experienced it and they've never been around it, they may not be able to really grasp the enormity of even just the dangers that people like me want to point out, if that makes sense. That echo is really annoying.
Yeah, I think it is Joe because I muted his mic just now and it got better. So Joe, it's you. Put your earphones in, man.
You dead meat, man. Dead meat.
You have to
One
unmute
roasted
yourself. I
tissue.
muted you, so you have to unmute yourself. I can't unmute you. Yeah, goddamn it, now we're all distracted. No, but I really thought your video was really moving and beautiful in its own way. Oh, and I gotta say,
I fucking hated it. I fucking hated that video, man.
you hated the video because it made you sad?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just like no,
Yeah,
just
it was depressing.
I just
And I
can't-
didn't. When I did it, okay, I was just saying earlier, I was so sad when I made it, and I just woke up so incredibly just down, and I'm scared, to be honest. I mean, it's a really serious thing. I have children that I have not finished raising, and to have a lump in your breast, and you already have had cancer, and your mother, grandmother, great-grandmother all had breast cancer, and all of your symptoms point to breast cancer, not just a growth of some sort, it's a little scary. So I've been up and down with emotions, but I was really angry because I've recently especially been attacked a lot for attacking Islam and the Mormon Church. Like,
By who?
just
By-
people posting on YouTube and people tweeting at me, DMs, because I have my DMs open. Just who do you think you are, and you know, you have a lot with no self-esteem and no morals. I get that all the time. You have no morals. And,
Well, like I just told you, like I was reading Ayaan's book, and she has these lectures she gives. She teaches courses. She gives debates, and she was even saying that all the people who attack her in public and criticize her criticism of Islam, she said they always start with some kind of personal attack. It always starts with you're a traumatized woman. You have some personal gripe with Muslims.
A vendetta. Why are you so angry?
Right. Why are you so angry? Your anger and your trauma, your traumatic experience is not representative of everything. You're just angry at Muslims and et cetera, et cetera. So,
which is one of the rare occasions about what you're talking about, Ayaan Hirsi Ali and Jenny. One of the rare occasions where I agree that there is some sexism going in there.
Oh, what do you mean in the when people
because
attack
I don't
them
get
like
that? Yeah, I don't get like why are you so angry? Are you like traumatized? I don't get that.
I get that with the ex-Mormons too. The ex-Mormon.
I've gotten that a little bit. I got that a little bit, but not as much.
You have no morals thing. I get that. You have no morals. Yeah, I get that. But
I get called a hyena, shrill.
No, I get like you're you have no morals. You're a degenerate.
Do you think, Joe? It's
are all true, by the way, but that's not because I'm an atheist.
Oh, I'm an Israeli shill. I've heard that. I'm a Zionist shill.
Oh yeah,
do you think it's kind of especially used against women to attack them, that they're like, because women are emotional, so they'll go to the emotion of women. Oh, you're traumatized, you're emotional,
you're hysterical.
You're
you should just calm down. You're traumatized. You have, which it's like, you're proving that,
And just,
I love it when they do that with me.
And just by the way, on this, it's like these attacks that even Ayaan talks about in her book, these personal attacks that come before, she says, like, a lot of these attacks come from women, Muslim women.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Does that happen to you?
Muslim.
I argue more with women than I do with men. I get attacked more by women than I do the Muslims. The ex-Muslims, it's more men than women. I mean, the Mormons, I mean.
Wait. Which is it more with men?
The Mormons are more than men, are more men, and the Muslims it's more women.
Yeah, Muslim women are especially bad.
Yeah, that's a great statement, by the way. But yeah, uh, what I think is going on here is they're like super jealous that there's someone out there that like
Is happy
living,
without their
yeah,
religion?
not just happy, free, basically free,
Oh,
just
I
doing
can't wait.
whatever.
I'm gonna get comments on my videos. Watch. I hope you die from breast cancer. You deserve it. You
Oh
apostate.
yeah,
Watch. It's gonna happen.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I get raped.
We
Like
just
you should
get
be
that.
raped.
Oh yeah,
That's especially
by me.
something that men.
Yeah.
I mean, I have never gotten, and I gotta say that is a big difference. Like, I mean, everyone gets harassed. I mean, you guys
Hey,
know.
hey, 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 hey,
What?
hey!
What?
I got it. I got it.
What?
I
Sexually
got that.
harassed?
No, no, no. I hope you get raped. I get that a lot.
What?
You know
get-
what though?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
people go for the
the
jugular.
guy, yeah, the guy keeps telling me, people keep telling me, I hope you go to prison and people rape you in the
Oh yeah,
ass.
because male prison rape is funny, isn't it? Ha 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 ha
Oh
ha
yeah, it's
ha ha.
hilarious. Yeah, can't you tell?
Look, people go for whatever they know is gonna get there and really gonna hurt. And for like I will talk about how tiny their penis is, and that's really not okay because I don't like people talking about how fat I am, right? So, but I will. And so if somebody says to me that I'm a slut or whore or gutter slut, whatever,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, you know
exactly,
what?
man.
And
I don't take the high road. Yeah, fuck the high road.
yeah.
I'm going deep underground, motherfucker.
But
I'm
I think
just,
it's like that club. You've seen some shit. I keep saying that. It's so stupid, but it's true. You know, you approach
yeah,
things differently. So
yeah.
I
The
don't know.
high
You
road is
can't
for
hurt me
pussies.
for.
Fuck the high road. Who takes the high road? Come on. I'm gonna drag you down with me.
I'll take
I'm
the high
taking you
road. You
down to
take
my
the low
level.
road.
Alright. Can we just
So
say,
it
can we
is. It's
just
bad.
agree? Yeah, can we agree that breast cancer is one of the most asshole-ish kinds of cancer?
It really is. And men. Oh,
Yeah,
that's the one thing I want to bring up. Men get it too. Men need to check their chests. Feel up your boobies, your man boobs, your whatever. Really, really,
Men get boobs.
everyone check. Yeah. And they also will have the other physical manifestations of it, like you may leak sometimes even milk or blood, or there would be like rippling on the outside of the breast area, maybe redness. There's lots of different signs and symptoms, but
okay,
it's
okay,
important
okay,
to
okay.
touch it in the
Yeah,
shower
yeah.
and
Two
massage around.
things here. Yeah. Two things, massage, yeah. Two things here. First of all, if I woke up one day like my breast is leaking, that's a story. So that's like an event. Okay. The second thing,
It's
no
not that
one gives a
much.
shit about. Yeah, no one gives a shit about man boobs. Actually, people would prefer if they go. So I don't see a problem here. I
No.
I I I'm concentrating here about like how like
You
breast
men,
cancer
you
just
perverts.
fucking
Anything to do with boobs. It's like, just boobs, boobs, boobs. Men get breast
yeah
cancer too.
yeah, but no one gives a shit. Seriously,
At the
who
beginning of
gives
your
a shit?
video, Jen, you put a video of a bunch of women walking around with all very
Boobs.
Yeah,
well and big boobs.
that distracted the shit out of me. Yeah.
Why did you put that video?
Because I was talking about boobs, but I hadn't quite gotten there yet. So I didn't want, because some people like were afraid because I talk about boobs all the time. Everyone knows that. So some people were kind of afraid of making comments in front of me about boobs, and I just wanted to put the boobs there to say I still love boobs, just because mine might be protesting right now. I will always love boobs. There's something, boobs.
Yeah.
We all grew up on boobs. We all sucked a
Boobs are
nipple.
good
We all
people.
drank milk. We
Yeah.
all cuddled boobs. So men and women alike, we all love the boobs. There's nothing wrong with that.
Have you noticed, Jen?
Actually,
I have
yeah.
this theory that Hollywood is anti-boob because every leading actress in any movie or TV series is at maximum a B cup. You never get like the main love interest.
The girl from Mad Men
Yeah. So yeah.
with
No,
the
so
red hair,
what's her name? Something Hendrick or something?
Hendrix something.
Christina.
Hendrix.
Christina Hendricks.
Christina Hendricks.
Okay, so Christina
Yeah.
Hendrick, how many? Oh, answer me this: how many romantic films has she been in since she's become famous?
None.
Zero.
None.
Totally
She's
zero. She
so
became super famous. She's a good actress. She's gorgeous. She has like what, double D, triple D breasts? Zero romantic films she's been in. And how many like times have you seen a romantic film where the love interest, the female love interest, had D's or double D's, like big boobs? It's
Well,
like
do
there is a
men like big
discrimination.
boobs?
What?
I mean, like is
What
it
kind of
secretly
question
men
is
just
that?
all like littler, smaller boobs?
No, you know what? So my
They don't wanna alienate the women audience.
So exactly. Joe said it for me. Yeah, and also I think it's like this kind of girl next door. Like if they put a girl with huge boobs, they think, well, the guy is like, this is not a romantic movie. This is a guy just lusting.
Yeah.
But there's a discrimination in that towards women with large breasts. I feel. Don't you feel that?
It's bullshit. Yeah.
Like, well,
That's
like
kind of messed up.
why can't a double D'd woman be in a romantic film? Like, and this is something that's never brought up, I noticed, by feminists or the women who criticize films.
It's breasticism. That's what it is.
Small-breasted ladies,
But
check your privilege.
It's funny, like
okay?
I'm constantly told like actually like women are objectified in film, but actually like it's the reverse. Women are like voluptuous women are kind of not shown in films.
Yeah.
And they're only shown as kind of women to be lusted over. They're never the romantic interest. And even if you see a romantic film, the bitch who is competing for the guy,
boobs.
she's voluptuous. Right? She has big boobs.
Yeah,
she has a big butt. She has big.
Yeah.
But the main character is Meg Ryan, skinny, flat-chested, cute, like bubbly. It's never the kind of big hair, sharp eyes, big boobs. She's the bitch. She's the evil one.
She's the one that's gonna suck your
dick. Yeah.
Give you the better blowjob.
Yeah,
I was trying to be a little bit more classy, Joe.
No.
This is a classy podcast after all.
Oh yeah. Classy.
we should change it to the classy podcast. That's what it's called. Oh, but Jen, I have to applaud you on your video that you did. I was surprised, like almost all the way through, you did not curse until the very end.
Right.
That was kind of amazing.
Pat me on the back.
Yeah.
Almost. You almost made it like I did through an entire video without saying a bad word.
That's why it fell off. I was like, there's something wrong with this one.
You just got to throw the F-bomb in there.
Yeah.
That was really hard to put out there, though. Like it's people that don't make videos and don't put themselves into the videos don't understand how anyone that makes anything. I've talked about this before. If you paint or you draw or you write. When you create something and you put yourself into it and then you put it out there for the world to talk shit about.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think if the day came where I would not be able to put myself in the videos and just share and be open, I'd stop making videos, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very open with my audience too. Like I talk a lot about lot of personal things.
I'm like leaking information all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone actually put in the work,
so wrong.
I guarantee you they can figure out who I am like exactly. And if they actually like put like some time in, they can do it because it's just like I don't give a shit. Just like yeah. But. Breast cancer, man. Fuck it in the asshole.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, fuck cancer in general. Just fuck everything about it.
Hey,
titty fuck breast cancer. That's what I said.
I'm so quoting that.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Joe?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Titty fuck it till its nipples fall off. That's breast cancer for me. Just someone.
You can really tell that
English
is your second language.
That's why it's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
I love it when he says things. It's just like
but me, I just found out. I think yesterday that me and Joe are both Seinfeld fans.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Oh,
Definitely.
that's so
A
awesome.
lot of life lessons from Seinfeld, like a lot, you know. Um,
Is it well? Do you just know it,
people
or
don't even
people know it?
realize it.
Do people know Seinfeld in Egypt? Like, can you like do other people are
Um,
aware of it, or just
People
you?
know, look, they know the show because it's like it was always on, but I don't think people really appreciate what's been said here. People just watch it and laugh at Kramer, with his hair like on fire or some shit. They don't, or just like sliding through the door. They laugh about like the slapstick shit, but they're not really paying attention to what they're saying because they're really saying like every single episode you have some sort of something
I
that you
think
can
every
learn.
single like every question in life has been answered in an episode of Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Every single
definitely. If
one.
you need like relationship advice, like money advice, like friends advice, just anything, people advice, just people in general. You have every kind of person have been done on the show. That cheap one, the funny one, the tall one, the
Like we were
short one.
talking about how we love the episode where Costanza realizes that the best thing to do when you make people laugh or you hit a high note in a room
Say goodnight and
is to
just
leave.
leave.
Just leave.
Yeah,
And we
basically,
were saying
I
that
do that all the time.
when we were saying
Yeah,
both of us have applied that, for example, when we talk to a girl on the phone, right?
of
If the
course. Yeah,
moment we get a really big laugh
it's
or like
over.
something, it's over. That's
Yeah.
when the moment you have to hang up.
Yeah, just even I like I told you, even on a date, if I'm having a date with someone and I know nothing's happening after the date, that this is it, and we're just gonna go separate ways. I do that all the time. It's like I think the date is like going like great, this is not gonna get any better. I just order the check and just be gone, just like immediately,
Don't
and
push it,
leave
right?
yeah, yeah, and not only that, I don't hang around. I don't like say goodbyes. I don't just shake hands. I don't do anything. I just boom, I'm gone, just like immediate because I don't want to like put in any more like input. Just leave now. And it always worked. It always worked. It didn't fail me once. It
Because I
always
mean,
worked.
the thing about why that's brilliant is that when the person looks back on the experience,
Yeah,
it's so positive, especially when the last moment is so positive, right?
yeah.
Because it ended
Especially,
it
especially,
on a positive
yeah,
note. They can look
especially,
back
yeah, yeah.
well.
Especially if you fucked the entrance. If you fuck the entrance, the first impression, you have to end on you have to find, some sort of like redemption in the outro. You have to. It's just you have nothing now.
Something
You
has to, yeah,
gotta,
yeah.
yeah, you gotta have some sort of like outro. So just save getting deeper to knowing each other bullshit to the second date. Just for now, focus on like some exit strategy, basically. Just find that, do it, and even in family gatherings because I have a large family. Um, it's like like my parents it's like my mom has like five brothers and sisters, so we have like a big family. Everyone have like two or three kids, so it's like we go to a restaurant and we basically take over. It's like something out of like Godfather movie. Just like every table is like dragged to our side. We have all the wait staff just like moving around us. It's like a shit show.
The best
So
people to go to
if,
dinner with.
oh yeah, we loud and just loud, obnoxious, and just no one gives a shit, and we just take over any place we go. Just a movie theater, a restaurant, a birthday party, a wedding. Once we go in, it's all about this family now. No one. It's like it's over. So even in those kind of things, in like family gatherings, I have this. Everyone knows this about me because if you have this kind of big family, if you're trying to leave, that's a fucking nightmare because you have to say bye like to every single person and just bye grandma, bye aunt whoever, bye this, bye that. Yeah, I'm gonna see you. Yeah, come along. Yeah, come by. Yeah,
Oh,
just gotta
that's
say that all.
Are
that's
you
it.
really complaining about talking to your family?
Okay, but
No,
wait,
no,
Jen,
no. I'm
no,
complaining
no.
about saying
But
goodbyes.
hold on. This is especially bad in Chile because we say goodbye to the women by kissing them on the cheek.
Oh,
And
me too.
And when
We
and
do
when
do
you have
that.
to do that
I have to kiss my
with like
aunt. I have to
30
kiss my
people,
grandmother. Yeah.
that is so like
Wah.
when you want to leave and you
Yeah,
gotta, you're like,
my
oh
cheek is
fuck.
just like sweaty and hot, and I don't want to kiss anyone
Listen to
anymore.
you poor fellows. I feel
But
so bad
all right,
for
so
you.
so Joe, are you going to like the Seinfeld episode where they just kind of leave without saying goodbye?
Did that happen? Yeah, we're doing like some sort of like standing on a corner outside of a restaurant or something. Oh no, it's
I think
in
there's an
the
episode
station,
where they
in the train. They were
where
riding
You're
the
gonna be a rebel
train.
and just say goodbye, and no, don't say goodbye. You're just gonna
No,
walk out, and
I
not
don't
say
do that. I
goodbye.
don't even do that. I don't even.
Oh,
I came up with a
badass.
whole new
Watch
system.
me walk out.
No, I came up with a whole new system. I just stand up, say something funny, everyone laughs. I turn around and just walk off. That's it.
Mic drop.
Yeah, seriously. Because and when people and they ask me about it, it's like, why? You know how like women, like my aunts and whatever, they're like, why don't you say goodbye to us? You don't like us anymore. You don't, it's like the whole bullshit, like the Italian family again, kind of the same thing. And I would be like, come on, no one wants to say goodbye to me. Seriously, you don't want to know if I'm leaving. You just want to control me. You don't care. No one cares if I come and go. Who gives a shit? No one cares. You just want to like, have that over me that I didn't like say goodbye the last time. So just stop it. And I don't say goodbye. I just stand up, say something, and just turn around. Every time I go to the bathroom in a restaurant, they are all wondering whether or not I'm coming back because I did that all the time. Like I go to the bathroom and just move and just get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I hate saying goodbye and I hate saying hello because in those kind of families, if you're coming late and they're all sitting there, you also have to go check everyone's hand and kiss all the women and say hi to everybody and just like 30 people sitting and you just gotta like go around the
Rough
table,
life, man.
do that.
It's a rough life.
It's fucking ridiculous. Why can't you just say hi from afar and just that's it? Hi everybody. Hey.
Yeah, I'm always confused. Like I am when I in Chile because we have to say hello by kissing the woman on the cheek. Like there's certain situations where I walk into a room and there's so many people, and especially like there's a lot of women.
Yeah.
I don't want to go like
Yeah.
one by one like mwah mwah mwah.
Could you
Oh,
just
yeah.
point to your
Oh
mouth and
my
be like
God.
herpes? At
Oh
this point?
Jesus! I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
I did that. I did that. I
Wave
have
them
the
away.
cold thing. If we're in the winter, I do that. I have a cold. I'm sorry. I just get I do that.
That's actually really
But
useful.
if we're in the summer, it's just
Herpes.
I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. I'm sorry. I'm sweaty. But some of them
I'd
just
put
like
some lipstick
I
on the
don't
corner
care.
of my mouth and I'd be like, sorry, outbreak. You know what herpes do?
Yeah. I need some money, so I just help myself.
You gotta think
True.
smarter, not work harder.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
I want to bring up something else. You guys are crazy. Okay, on a more serious note, I'm gonna share my screen to talk about something. So give me a second.
Do
So
we have Jeopardy music?
last
Sorry.
time we spoke with Habib about this woman, the Selfie Girl, the Selfie Muslim girl who was in front of an anti-Muslim protest, and she took selfies of
Yeah.
herself. And she tweeted this, which was, Hitler didn't kill all the Jews. He left some, so we know why he was killing them, fuckers. And so she just deactivated her account after that. And I think it was just a couple days later, she reactivated her account, and she had deleted her entire Twitter history. And she had tweeted some new things. Her third new tweet was explaining her past tweets, and it wasn't just this tweet. There was like Facebook posts also about the Jews and things like that. So the tweet was from 2012, only like about 4 years ago, let's say, not that long ago. And her explanation I thought was really fascinating, and I thought it says a lot about what even moderate Muslims consider to be okay. So her explanation of what she wrote, she said, "My opinion many years ago was meant on the Zionists back then that spread hate instead of love. So to all the other Jews, peace be upon you. Now, essentially, she's saying, like, and I'm very surprised she went down this road. I mean, this is 4 years later. She kind of becomes well known. Her story goes viral about the protest and taking selfies. She could have just said, you know what? I was a different person back then. I don't think of Jews this way anymore. I just apologize. The end. No, she says that when she was speaking back then, she was talking about the Zionists who spread hate.
Those are the people that pay me.
And she says to all the other Jews, this is what she wrote now, just a few days ago, to all the other Jews, peace be upon you. So in her mind, even today, after all this controversy, in her head, the liberal thing to do, the moderate thing to do, is to say, oh no, I wasn't talking about all the Jews that died in the Holocaust. I was talking about the Zionists. And even she says to all the other Jews today, so in other words, she's not talking about all the Jews today, she's excluding some. She says, peace be upon you. Now, I think this says a lot about the mentality of the moderate Muslim and what they think is moderate, what they think is liberal. In her mind, she's like, oh, it'll be okay as long as I just said I was talking about the Zionists. So when Hitler killed people, she's like, well, I'm not saying I agree that he killed all the Jews. I'm just talking about the Zionists. Isn't that okay?
No. Let me just Let me just say something. Okay, the word Zionist 9 times out of 10 it just means Jews, but because they know they can't say Jews anymore, they say Zionist. That's what's happening in the Middle East, at least.
I mean, that's another thing. What does she even mean by changing the word to Zionist?
But you have to remember. But hold on. How do you know if someone is a Zionist?
But hold on, Joe.
Does he have a special card? Or
Joe,
something?
hold on. Shh.
Joe, but also she's talking about Zionists in the 1930s, 40s, right? So even when she's talking about then, who is she talking about? This is pre-Israel time for the most part. These people are in Germany. They're not talking about ones. Who is she talking about? And she says the ones who spread. So she said, I'm talking about the ones who spread hate instead of love. So she's saying she's okay with Hitler having committed a genocide against Jews who spread hate. It's such a bizarre thing. And the fact that she's like, oh, this will make it okay. That really tells me, in her surrounding, the people who surround her, it's like, this is the most liberal thing I can say to fix the situation. And the people around her must have confirmed, yes, this is much more liberal and open-minded than just saying all Jews, which is amazing to me. That just shows the level of anti-Semitism.
He's basically saying it's okay to kill people because they have different political affiliation. That's what she's saying.
No, but they were Zionists.
Well, especially Jews, though.
Yeah, fuck the Jews,
Except Seinfeld.
Yeah, of course it is.
You guys, they weren't zoos. They weren't zoos. They were Jews.
Kill the Zeus.
Done.
Kill the Zeus.
Lay off the weed, man. Lay off the weed.
So what do you think, Jen?
I think it's really sad that they see that as moderate. I know the circles I ran in, that would be very liberal to say that. And that using Zionists was usually used in place of Jews.
Yeah, like I said, it's like just because we can't say old Jews now, we can say Zionist. Okay, who specifically? I don't know, just Zionists. Anyone who doesn't anyone who's Jewish, basically. Just any Jews.
No, I didn't say all Jews. I just want you to kill those Jews. Those Jews are the bad Jews. Those Jews need to be killed.
Yeah, the Jews that are being Jewish,
Yeah, those Jews.
Yeah, those kind of Jews,
Look, even if somebody was to message us and say, I'm going to tell you the specific distinction between Jewish and Zionist, I don't think that explanation is what she's referring to. Do
Oh
you know
no,
what I mean?
she's just like trying to like just save
She's
some.
backpedaling.
Yeah,
I think what she means by Zionist is evil Jew, right? That's kind of what she means
Yeah.
by it.
exactly, like the pigs kind of Jews, not like I said, the Jews that are being Jewish.
But I just downloaded a video that they were calling upon Muslims. It was a mom. I think it was in Egypt. He was calling upon Muslims to strike down and murder every Jew they see.
Yeah. If you see a Jewish person, just murder his ass. Yeah.
I just downloaded that video.
Where was this video from, Jen? Do you remember?
I think it was Egypt.
From memory TV.
Yeah.
He's an Egyptian. He's a Muslim Brotherhood clown. Look, the president of Egypt, the Mohammed Morsi, the Muslim Brotherhood one, has a lot of videos online before he became president, calling Jews pigs and monkeys, and that we should raise our children to hate their guts, and don't forget to teach your children to hate the Jews, and we should never stop fighting the Jews, and all of that, and no one gave a shit.
How are Jews talked about in general?
Oh, they're the worst. Like. The worst,
in Egypt,
in everything.
Like around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I always say if a guy can't get an erection, he blames Israel. Like immediately. Seriously. Actually, they did that once. They seriously, like I think it was like in the mid 2000s, they came up with this theory that Israel was like pumping something in the Egyptian water.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, and they're like exporting like a lot of like clothes to like the Egyptian market, like T-shirts and jeans and shit that makes men infertile and can't have erections. And if there's any more clear evidence of just bullshitting yourself because you can't get it up and blame it on someone else, that's it. It's like, yeah, honey, I just can't, the fucking Jews.
I tweeted something about this afterwards, and even some people thought it was controversial. I didn't think it was very controversial. I made the point that I think that most moderate Muslims, and by moderate we're talking about now is like we're excluding everything ISIS, Al Qaeda, every terrorist organization or very violent extremist. Okay, everything outside of that, the non-violent. Hold on. Everything non-violent, okay? That majority that's called the moderate Muslims,
yeah,
it's a complete myth that they are liberals. They are homophobic, they are anti-Semitic, they are misogynistic, including the women. A huge quantity of them believe there should be some kind of punishment for apostasy, for blasphemy. Yeah. They encourage Sharia. The sandwich making Muslims, as Ben Affleck called them, he said, what about the non-violent Muslims who just want to make sandwiches? They are not liberals, and is a regressive left, pseudo-liberal myth in the West that moderate Muslims are liberals. They're not liberals. They don't hold liberal values to the overwhelming majority of the cases. And they say, well, it's not all, but it's, I would not hesitate to say it's way over 90% are not liberals and do not hold liberal values. And I don't think that's controversial to say.
No, it's not controversial to say.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, so I have something in common with Cenk Uygur. Okay, because I have a Turkish grandmother. Yeah. So I told you about her, the woman that used to bury her children in the yard. Yeah. So my grandmother, sweet lady, not sweet actually, she was a psychopath. But when you see her, you think she's sweet. Just a small frame, like white hair, like snow white hair. Just white hair. She's very small, very fragile. She looks like she can, if you blew on her, you blow her away. She's like really like a typical old grandma. Okay. But, yeah, gay people, kill them. Like, people who live Islam, definitely kill them. Loose women, any woman who just, like, basically sleeps around or something, yeah, kill her. Just kill everybody. And she would say it with no, and
she wasn't joking.
No, she really means it, and she really believes it, and she's like, come on, Allah said,
I told you
God.
guys, this is the views I had. I wasn't kidding. I'm not exaggerating. Those are the views I had. Absolutely, 100%. Those are the views I had.
I never went that far. I thought I used to think that gay people were yucky, you know, that that people who leave Islam are like just maybe some having some sort of like mental breakdown. I never thought about killing them.
It wasn't right away
but
though.
yeah,
It took time. It took time for those views to.
yeah.
I've talked about
I thought
Here's the
gay
important
people were
part, Joe.
disgusting. Yeah.
But here's the important part. Aside from that, I bet you your grandmother was just a sweet old lady, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. She took care of her like grandchildren. She cooked for us. She raised like small animals and shit. She was just like
That's
yeah.
the part that Cenk Uygur doesn't include when he talks about his sweet old grandmother or his sweet
And
uncle.
not just
who
my
are Muslims.
grandmother. So my grandmother is maybe just like an older generation. So her children, like my mother generation and my father generation, yeah, they're a lot more open. But instead of killing them, okay, gay people, prison. People who live Islam, prison.
That's
A
more
woman who
liberal.
fucks. That's like the liberal virgin. That's like and hey, my family is like the most liberal Muslim family you will ever meet. They're basically compared to other people living in Egypt, they're degenerates.
What
They
about the
are
younger
loose.
generation?
Same different. Maybe they have some more like indifference, but they still hate the Jews. Jews are constant, like all over the place.
Oh,
But
yeah.
maybe
Well,
they're indifferent. They're indifferent about gay people. They have no opinion. Maybe about like people who live Islam. Yeah, they really don't give a shit. But they're not gonna cry. They're not gonna cry for you if something bad happened to you.
This is the
But they're
thing that
not really.
these people like Grilling Greenwald, Reza Aslan, Cenk Uygur, this is the part that they leave out when they talk about moderate Islam and they say not all Muslims are
And like I
terrorists.
said,
It's like
like I said,
fine,
my family is like the most liberal version of a Muslim family you will ever get. It's like it doesn't get any more liberal than
and
this.
they're not
And they
liberal.
still fucked up.
So these people, what they do is they say, well, let's look. Are they in ISIS? No. If you ask them, do they support ISIS? They say no. Oh, therefore they're
no.
liberals.
No, they're not.
They're not
No, they're
liberals.
not.
That's the point. Yeah, they're not. And it's a desire from Western people on the left to think and hope that these people are. They think, oh, well, she's just a poor hijabi woman, and she's very nice and sweet to me. So, she's just a liberal. She's a liberal Muslim. So what's the problem? It's like she doesn't support ISIS, or like, why do you just stigmatize her as a terrorist? That's just racism. Okay, fine. She's not a terrorist. Ask her how she feels about homosexuals. Ask her how she feels about the Jews. And the problem with that is that Jenn has gone over this as well, is that they won't give honest answers to those questions either. They'll double talk, right? In one setting with a bunch of infidels, they'll talk one way, but in private it's different. Like you were talking about with the hijab, that they'll say your mother-in-law would say to you that if you don't wear it, it's obligatory. Allah and Muhammad demand it. You have to wear it if you leave the house. But then when they talk to people outside the house who are not Muslim, they'll say, no, it's just a choice. It's like, no, it's no big deal.
Look how good my daughter-in-law is. She chooses to be pious and worship Allah by wearing the hijab. She chooses this. Look at her, how good she is.
And they know they should not talk that way about the Jews outside of their circle when they're talking with non-Muslims. They know that. They're very aware of the stigma of being anti-Semitic to the rest of the world, but but behind closed doors, I know it's very different. So I mean, if your only standard is that people not be part of ISIS and not support ISIS, Jesus, that's a really low standard for a huge portion of the population.
For being moderate.
Yeah, it's
just because you support ISIS, you're moderate.
and that's really just the soft racism of low expectations, because they wouldn't call Pat Robertson moderate or liberal, and even compared to a lot of Muslims, he's extremely liberal and not that religious in comparison. Even in Chile, like any person that we call extremist religious people or fundamentalist religious people, like none of these people come even close to being, terrorist or supportive of terrorism. The people we call extremists in Chile, who are like Opus Dei, if you guys know, it's like an extremist form of Catholicism, or evangelicals, or people who are just extremely Catholic. We refer to these people as extremists, right? Like fundamentalist religious people. But when we talk about Muslims, the standard goes way down, way. Oh no, all you need to do is not be supportive of ISIS, and that's it.
Why? I don't know why they can't see. I don't get it. I don't understand. I keep saying that. I don't.
By that standard, is Sarah Palin then a liberal and a moderate? She doesn't support any extremist or terrorist organization. She must be moderate liberal. But no, it's terrible. So this is they're
looking at it through the wrong eyes. They can't see it. They're viewing it through the Western eyes, and I don't know. They just can't.
So God. I mean that's just from Joe. Are you still there? Looks like Joe stepped out, maybe.
Typical slacker.
Yeah, left us alone.
How are we supposed to go Hollywood, Joe, if you're just walking away like that? Like, it's just, your dedication to this is ridiculous.
Well, that's all. I mean, that's all the things I wanted to talk about. I just thought it kind of bothers me that people are using this blanket term for moderate Islam as kind of moderate Muslims, liberal Muslims, and I'll always get thrown in my face, Majid Nawaz, what about Majid Nawaz? He's a liberal. He's like, Majid Nawaz is not representative of what we call liberal Muslims or moderate Muslims at all.
Majid Nawaz would get his life taken from him in certain countries.
He's told that by moderate Muslims. The conversations he has is like, when people throw that at me, like Majid Nawaz, liberal Muslim, it's like, that's the problem, that we have this single word, this single term for Majid Nawaz and millions and millions of other Muslims who they don't share any opinion at all, and they hate Majid Nawaz. Right? And so Majid Nawaz is not representative of what
No, except that everyone hates him.
And you've seen these interviews, like the one he had in Australia with Sarah, I forget her name, but she, under her name, there was this white hijabi woman in Australia, and underneath her name it said human rights activist. And so Majid Nawaz is there, and he's talking about criticizing Islam and being reforming Islam, and this woman who's supposedly a representative, also a liberal Muslim and a moderate Muslim, she says, "What, Majid? You're saying that there's no room for theocracy in the world, and I'm saying you're wrong. There has to be room for theocracy." And this woman is supposed to be as liberal as him. She's a liberal Muslim and he's a liberal Muslim, and this woman believes there should be room for theocracy. And they're using the same word there. I have to use the same word to describe both these people. And
he's like a unicorn.
He is. He's like, and even when people mention his name, like, how many more people can you name? We got 1.6 billion Muslims. Okay, you got Majid Nawaz. Who else you got? Irshad Manji. You got Ashra Nomani. Okay, but I don't think people can name a dozen. I really don't think so. Out of 1.6 billion.
Those it's pretty low. I mean, I'd say, it's decent, but maybe just a tad bit on the low side.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know if Joe is coming back.
I don't know either.
Should we? I don't know. Maybe we could take questions from the chat before we go, something like that.
Okay.
So if you guys.
Sorry, my cat was like fucking my whole life up, so I had to regulate.
Well, we're gonna take questions from the chat now, if they happen to have questions, and hopefully they'll all be about sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Please do sex questions, people. Don't ask me about fucking fucking like the socioeconomic, like geopolitical Islam. Don't ask me about this shit. Come on. Ask me about something. Ask me about something I know something about.
While we're waiting for the questions, I'll remind people that I'm now uploading all of the Kuffar experience to SoundCloud, and you guys can listen to it on audio if you guys want, instead of having to watch it on YouTube. What does your cat look like, Pharaoh?
He's like typical, like he's like an orange, kind of orange and light orange kind of a thing.
Kind of orange, kind of an orange, kind of an orange, kind of a thing.
You know the orange cat? Come on, it's like the most common cat you see online, like the orange.
It's a boy. If he's orange and white, he's a boy.
Yeah, he's a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has his nuts hanging all over the place, just swinging all
Don't
the
they
fucking
call those
day.
tabby cats?
What?
Aren't they called tabby cats?
Tabby? It's like faggy names. I don't deal in them. I don't.
Just because it's an orange cat doesn't mean it happens
it's a
to be a
fucking cat.
homosexual. I don't understand. Or you mean like the other kind
No, I mean the name is faggy, not the cat.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fucking cat. That's all I care about.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, you're just a girl.
Sexism! Oh my gosh, I am so triggered. I'm calling.
Oh, yeah. Don't you love casual misogyny? I just love it.
Pat me on the head and tell me, good girl.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Did you hear about this donkey punching shit? I was really surprised by that.
Wow. It's like Kuffar experience gone sexual.
Did you just discover the donkey punch?
Yeah, I've never heard about it, and like when I heard about it, it's like, dude, this is just like the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. Why would you hit someone if you want them to like clinch or something? They are already.
I'll teach you after this is over. I'll teach you the rusty trombone and the dirty Sanchez. But I'm not going to explain it here.
I think I know the. I know both. I know them.
You know both?
Yeah.
Our child has grown up, Jen.
Yeah.
He's a big boy now.
Dude, I can teach you a thing or two about scat porn. Trust me. So just leave it be and just move on. Yeah, I've seen some shit online I cannot unsee, basically. So just.
When I said we've seen some shit, I didn't mean literally. I wasn't alluding to it. Although we all have seen some shit online.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
Right. Most of us have because we've been online for a while. But I don't generally talk about it because it's one of those things that we just know. We all kind of doesn't mean
that's exactly the kind of shit I like to talk about. The shit no one wants to talk about. That's what I live for. This shit.
Wow. Does the chat have any questions?
Not really.
That got awkward really fast. Yeah. Really quick. That's what I love, man. I love going into conversation and just making people feel like uncomfortable immediately.
Oh, I got some videos. Actually, somebody brought up Neuro in the chat. I got some videos. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but Milo Yiannopoulos was at a talk in some university. I forget the name. And two Black Lives Matters individuals, a boy and a girl, jump on stage and grab the microphones and basically accost Milo. And the girl takes one of the microphones and starts hitting Milo with it.
Dude,
she starts screaming, "What you got to say?"
I would have kick her ass right out there.
And security did nothing.
Nothing.
Like
Security did absolutely nothing.
Kung Fu style, like Mortal Kombat. I would have just punched her in the stomach and just kicked her like across the room, like so fast. She would have regretted the day she was born. This is some bullshit. I'm sorry. Just
but
man or
here's
woman.
the terrible thing is that if Milo had done anything, he's the one who's going to get in trouble.
I don't give a shit. I spent the night in jail. I really don't give a shit.
It's really terrible.
It looks so bad for them now, though. The BLM people. It's getting worse and worse and worse for them every time one of these events happens. So they're their own worst enemies. The fact that he sat
like
there
the children.
so calm.
Yeah, they're like spoiled children in school who just throw tantrums and no one have the balls to tell them to just sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
I couldn't believe that nobody was really fighting back. It was just like, but it's easy to sit here and say, I would do this.
I don't think even Milo should have to fight back. I really think at an event like that for Milo, they should have security guards with tasers, and the minute those kids jumped on stage, and they should have given them a count to like 5 or 10 to come down, and especially when they started getting physical and hitting Milo, they should have immediately tased them.
Yeah, like what if they had
And
weapons
they
or
just
something?
won't do it. They won't do it for these people. I saw for weeks and weeks this video of some representative of Donald Trump, I think his campaign managers or someone, who was in some public area, and Donald Trump is walking, and there's this woman trying to ask him questions, and the guy grabs her arm to pull her back. And that video was taken from multiple angles, and it was analyzed to death on the news over and over and over again. And it's just a guy pulling back a woman who was getting too close to Donald Trump. And basically, I don't even think it was that bad, especially since he's running for candidate of president of the United States. Yeah, I don't think just anyone should be allowed to just walk up to Donald Trump. His life could be in danger. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say, but. Look at how, and I'm told on top of that it's the Donald Trump supporters who are the violent ones. And then I see videos like this. I see it done to Bernie Sanders. These people acting like complete idiots, violent, pushing, hitting, taking over stages, grabbing microphones.
Well, they shut it down.
Look. I'm telling you. I used to be sort of like an asshole when I was a kid until someone punched me in the fucking face. A very valuable lesson you need to learn when you're like little is when to shut the fuck up. People need to know that like there is some sort of like repercussion for being an asshole, or otherwise you're just someone need to punch you in the face. It's
well,
not
here's
just gonna happen.
the question. Here, somebody might say, well, they have the free speech to jump on the stage, grab that microphone. It's like that's their free speech.
Yeah, and I have the right to punch you in the fucking neck and go to jail. I have the right to do that.
That's not free speech. You can't disrupt events. That's not your free speech.
That's my point. It's like, okay, if you're approving of the fact for a person to act like that and get in someone's face and accost them and get physical with them, then that person has a right to defend themselves. Like the minute that girl touched Milo, he has every right in the world to get that woman away from him in some physical form.
Before she touched him, when she leaned in to touch him, when she's going, I don't know if she's gonna punch me or touch him.
He shouldn't have to wait. He shouldn't even have to wait. I agree.
To punch her immediately in the Adam's apple.
Yeah, I totally agree. You shouldn't have to wait until somebody physically attacks you first.
You're like lunging for me. I'm gonna elbow you in your face. I'm gonna just do something. Or if she's not touching me and she's still on stage and giving me shit, I'll just get really close, like really in her face with my arms behind him on my back, and just start yelling, "Cunt! You fucking cunt!"
Well, but I'm of the belief that another person doesn't have the right to touch another without their permission. You can't just come up and touch a person in any way, shape, or form. And the minute you do, even because
in a threatening manner, they were threatening.
Well, the thing is, like, people would say, well, she didn't hit him. She's just, banging the microphone against his head, so it doesn't deserve the response of a punch in the face. And to me, that I don't agree with that. The minute you even touch another person out there, they have the right to get them away, to get you away from them in any way possible.
And I can elbow her in the face and make it look like an accident too. Make it look like
you shouldn't have to. That's the point. You shouldn't have to. Like, that person does not have the right to come up to you and bang on the head with a microphone.
That's like a double win, because even in court, like, Your Honor, I didn't mean to. I was just like turning to leave, and then my elbow just, caught her in the teeth, like just knocked her out.
She walked into the door.
Yeah.
But here's another question. Is like the fact that this is allowed, that Milo Yiannopoulos, no matter what he's talking about, even if they disagree with it, completely, the fact that they allow students to do this kind of thing, and that it's on video and then it's shown, it gives people the mentality that this is okay or that it's righteous. There should be a guy with a taser tasing these people down immediately.
How do they justify it? There's no way to justify that kind of behavior.
Yeah, man. I think violence like needs some like place in
No, those
society.
little fucking snowflakes, those spoiled little rotten brats
Yeah,
need their
yeah.
butts
That's what I'm
smacked is what
saying.
they need. They
That's
need a
what I'm saying.
full dose of
That's
fucking
what I'm
reality.
saying. They're spoiled. They're bitchy. They're little cunts. They need to get punched in the face so they know when to shut the fuck up. Next
But and
time,
you know, look, and
she's
another
gonna
thing,
be
if you
quiet
see,
before jumping
if
on
you,
stage.
but here's another thing, if you watch that video, they look so tough and obnoxious, these kids, right? But I
Fuck
bet
that.
you,
Fuck it.
but I bet you $1 million that the
They
minute
would cry like little
that if
bitches if you
Milo
even touched
hit
them.
back,
Yeah.
if any person there like who was getting molested or accosted hit these people back, or if the security came there and tackled them to the ground and handcuffed them or tased them or anything like that, these
Yeah,
people
they
would
would.
spend the
Yeah.
next months bitching and whining like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crybabies about
Racism.
having
Yeah.
racism and
Racism.
They would.
he has no right,
Yeah,
he
they
has no
would.
right to touch
Yeah.
me. How dare he
They
hit
would play
me?
the victim card like so
Exactly.
fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
they go from 0 to 100, from tough guy to crybaby like nothing.
Yeah,
Like
it's like
nothing. I
Muslim.
have
It's like
no love for these people
yeah,
whatsoever.
it's like Muslims. They act tough. They act like they're like fucking like badass motherfucking like serial killers. And once you just like insult them like a little bit, they start crying like little bitches. Then,
I
dude,
bring
why
that
the
up all
fuck did
the
you just
time.
come to my
No, all the
yeah? Why
time.
did you
It's
comment on
the
my
thing that
videos
they say.
if you can't take it? Calling you like a cum catcher. Why are you like? Why are you like fucking with me if you can't take a little like insult?
But dude, even with the ex-Mormons, or not the ex-Mormons. I keep saying ex-Mormons. I don't know what's wrong with me. The Mormons that I talk to that are all upset about it, I'm like, your faith is so weak that you can't take me even questioning it. Like you can't handle even a joke, an insult, a meme, whatever. It's so sad that it's so shaky. The foundation that you have built everything on is so shaky that, and you're so sensitive that it's going to hurt your feelings. And Muslims will call for the death of someone because somebody said something that hurt their feelings.
Yeah, I think okay. I think I can say something about it. So, I told you guys about this. So, of course, I think all people watching, if there is someone watching, there's a guy called Satan Atheist. He does these animations. So he has a song called "Join Islam." Okay, so that song got like it's like a nice. It's like I had like a nice tune to it. Can you play it, Lalo? Can you like
Yeah, if you post the link.
the link? Okay. Okay.
I don't have
Okay.
it.
So
Lalo, why don't you magically just have the link and it queued up to go? I don't understand what's your problem.
So what is it called? Satan Atheist?
Psi 10.
no, here's the link. Okay,
All right,
here's the
use
link.
That's easier.
Yeah. So it's gotta like I think it's a famous tune. I think it's a famous song, and he's like doing like a cover of it with like
You want
lyrics.
me to play it? Just
Yeah.
just
Can
the
you
audio? Just
can
the
you play
audio or
the
show the
audio
video
or
too?
the video? Can you play both? I don't know what you can do actually.
I can. Hold on. I think I can. Hold on.
Yeah, that would be nice. Play it for the people.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
I'd hate to be like we're stealing
No,
someone's.
no, it's okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Mute your mics.
All right.
All right.
I'll share with you the tale of when I met some baggy trousered gentlemen. They spoke with flair and with panache. They all had beards but no moustache. They had a book, the Quran, containing some divine and cosmic plan. And then I cringed in fear and dread as one closed up his book and said, Just do it, just do it before you die. Join Islam, come on man, don't upset the man in the sky. The consequences are dire, you really piss him off and then he'll burn you in the fire. Just do it, join Islam now. And I said, I can't do it, I really don't believe in God. Your passion and your fashion, I think are really rather odd. No derision is my decision, and I don't like the idea of a circumcision. I can't do it, I won't join Islam. And they said, join Islam, read the Quran, linguistically it's sublime. I've checked, and it's perfect in every way and for all time. It's righteous, it has no likeness, it's a verse with 42 rhetorical devices. Just do it, join Islam now. And I said, I can't do it, I've never felt the need to pray on a carpet with a view of men's asses. Sorry, I don't pray that way, I'm at a disadvantage, I can't read the language. All I want is lager and a bacon sandwich. I can't do it, I won't join Islam. And he said, I won't boast, but first and foremost, ask yourself what if you're wrong. You believe that something came from nothing, my faith could never be that strong. It's not pragmatic, it's un-Quranic, it violates the second law of thermodynamics. Think about it, but don't take too long. And I said, I can't do it, not without some evidence. I'm not biased, just give me science, none of it making sense. It's not for me, man, leave me be, man. I'd rather pour a glass and drink me daddy's semen. I can't do it, I won't join Islam. And they said, brother makes a good point, join Islam, but only if you feel inclined. Our obsession is freedom of expression, just say whatever's on your mind. That's splendid, we commend it, but we reserve the right to never be offended. Just do it, join Islam now. And I said, I can't do it, I believe in equality. It's a given, rights for women have no place in your ideology. No integration, no education, the only thing you females get is genital mutilation. That's final, I won't join Islam. And they said, join Islam, just do it, the moment is so opportune. Our practice to blacklist every novel and cartoon. Keep silent, we're strident, we'll chop the head off anyone who says we're violent. Just do it, join Islam now. And I said, I can't do it, censorship I despise. It's fair to declare the universal right to criticize. I don't want Sharia around here, I'd rather pack my bags and move to North Korea. I can't do it, I won't join Islam. And they said, join Islam, just do it, Western women are all whores. Here's my sister, no man's kissed her, join us and she'll be all yours. She's no shirker, a real hard worker, she'll show you everything she's got beneath her burqa. Just do it, join Islam now. And I said, alright, I'll do it, I'm a red-blooded male. It's intriguing, I'm pleading to find out what's behind her veil. To Allah, I give my shahada, I'm in a state of frenzy and a lustful lava. I'll do it now. And I said, I've done it, I'm ready to bang her like a man possessed. Oof, I'm burning, I'm yearning as she slowly gets undressed. Uh-oh, I stammer, I piss my pajamas because she's bug-eyed and her face is like a bag of hammers. Can't do it, I want to leave Islam. Allahu Akbar, it says here, terms and conditions apply. One small penalty for apostasy, leave and you must die. There's no compulsion in religion, but revoking your shahada gets you crucifixion. You've done it now.
So anyway, right, music, yeah, is fucking haram. You get me?
Okay, that was pretty amazing.
Oh
That
man.
was great.
Okay.
So,
So
wait, but hold on. I just want to tell the people, like, I'm gonna put Sci10
the link in
Atheist,
yeah.
YouTube account in the description, because I always feel kind of bad taking somebody's video like that and using it on mine. But yeah, I'll at least promote his stuff in the description.
Yeah, put the link to the video in the chat too, so people can, like, if they want to watch it, like, for real, they can watch it, like, now.
No, I don't want them to leave.
No. Actually, okay. Put it
I'll put it after we're done. No, not now.
I'm the worst marketer. Okay, so anyway, we were talking about, like, you know, Muslims threatening violence and killing people. Okay, so I've been contacted to do like the Arabic version of this song. Um,
What? So
and I
you
wrote
can
it.
sing it in Arabic?
No, no,
Is that
no.
what he
To
wants you to
write
do?
it, write an Arabic version on along the same music with the same meaning, kind of thing.
Okay. But who's gonna
So
sing it?
we still, I don't know. They have to find someone to sing it. But I'm really nervous because it's like kind of, it's written in a very specific kind of dialect. It's like the Egyptian dialect is like, it's easy. Most of like Arab speaking
Isn't
people,
Egyptian Arabic different from Arabic from other places?
it's not different. It's like the easiest one. So for example, like you have like, okay, so a guy from America may not be able to really understand a guy from like Northern Scotland because his
Right.
English is kind, but everyone can understand the American dialect. It's more easy, it's more relaxed, it's more like understandable. Everyone can get it. Everyone can
Right.
speak English, can understand the American dialect very easy. Same thing with Egyptian dialect. But it has some, basically he needs to be an Egyptian. The guy needs to be like Egyptian, or he needs to have like a really good Egyptian
I
accent.
think you should sing it, Joe.
I don't have the voice for it though.
You have a great voice, man. What are you talking about?
No, I don't think so.
Jen, back
Anyway,
me up
so
here.
Jen is like smoking or something. Anyway,
I'm
so
right here, and he does have a great voice.
okay, just okay. No sympathy.
But I'm
no
biased. He's
sympathy
also very
compliments.
handsome.
Oh yeah, throw that in there. Yeah. Okay. So
Everyone wants to listen to you talk, though. Your voice is so soothing, and you do have a lovely singing voice. Don't lie.
yeah. Okay. Calm down.
Calm down.
So I wrote it down. I gave it. I send it to him. Hopefully he will like it. I think it's my best work actually. I think this song, but I'm so bummed because you people were not gonna be able to enjoy it because you have to be able to understand Arabic to just get the jokes and you know
Are
the
there jokes
whole.
that are very specific to Arabic when you wrote it?
Oh yeah, yeah. It has the same meaning about every single joke in the song is still in the song, but it has, you know, some, because some lines had to be changed to fit. But I think it's like the funniest shit I ever like wrote, and I think it has the most potential of getting me killed actually. So all the shit that I did on my channel, that's nothing compared to some of the like punchlines in this song. It's funny. I can't stop laughing because I find it funny. You know, it's very rare when I do something that I actually wrote and I still find it funny. So you know that's funny because I usually find my stuff not that funny. So when I find something that, you know, it's funny. That's what I'm trying to say. It's funny. I hope they do it, and I hope they find a guy that can like do justice. Basically, this is the only thing I'm worried about.
Do you think a song like that in Arabic would be popular, or would it be received really
It
badly?
will get a lot of views online. I don't think if people would just like pump it in like their MP3s while in the gym, but it would get a lot of
I mean, no,
views
no. My
online.
question is like in Egypt. Do you think people will like the average Egyptian person, if they saw the
Oh
video in
no, they
Arabic,
would
they'll
hate
laugh?
it. You know, no, no, no.
Oh,
If
they'll
you're a
hate it.
Muslim, you will fucking hate it. Yeah, they will crucify me if you found where. Because this song alone is trust me, it has some lines in it that are just so blasphemous. It's fucking awesome. You know, it's gonna be awesome. Uh, yeah.
Well, he's definitely going to jail. If this isn't going to send him to jail, he's going to jail for this
Oh
other
yeah,
thing
if I
now.
want, if I, yeah, yeah, but if I weren't going to jail, this song is just guaranteed 3 years minimum, just guaranteed, if not murdered, you know, because
Joe can't help himself.
this is the kind of shit that gets you killed. Like really, this is a song, especially in song form. It's yeah,
Yeah,
it's
especially like any kind of artistic way of like
oh yeah, if it's
animation,
like a
drawing,
cartoon,
song.
a
Yeah.
song, like some sort of like funny kind of like
That's like
sketch.
more. It's considered more blasphemous than just saying
Oh
words,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah, yeah. If you're just saying shit, you know,
Why
but
do you
if
think
you're
that is,
like
Joe?
making
Why,
fun,
why, why is it that artistic ways of making fun of Islam is considered like more.
Because they're scared. They don't want to open the door because if they know if they like let one off the hook, then the floodgates are gonna be open, and you wouldn't be able to like, you'll have like Muhammad like graffiti all over the place, and they don't want that. They just want to keep everything, and they're so losing, and they just can't see it. It's over, dude. It's over. It's over. You cannot control people anymore. The internet is just fucked the whole idea. It's over. You just can't. You just can't control what people do and see and watch, and it's over. It's like you fighting.
But they're still trying to.
Yeah, you're
still trying to
fighting a
control them.
losing battle. Like a blind guy could see that you're losing. You're fighting a losing battle. You cannot win this.
The problem is it can't happen fast enough.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen in our generation, but it's over. As far as I'm concerned, the internet killed religion, and people are just not like aware of it yet.
It's happening with most religions, but it's a big thing with the ex-Mormons. That's why there's so many of them.
That's what I'm saying. It killed religion in general, but Islam is like the recently deceased one, But the internet killed Christianity, first of all, and then it just killed religion in general. And just Islam is just like, they're just waking up to the fact that Islam is actually because it just can't sustain itself with people having information from the outside world.
Yeah,
The system is not.
in the late 90s and the early 2000s, all the what's called now the new atheists or the famous atheists, they were all talking about religion in general or specifically Christianity. For over a decade, that was the main thing. It was against creationists. It was against fundamentalists or Christians. But now the new thing in especially in this last decade has been mainly Islam. And that's
It's like the next
really bugging them.
Logical step. Look, man, when I was going through like the period of like doubts and shit, I found nothing. I found no one talking about Islam. None. So, yeah, some things helped me. For example, if like you watch like Stephen Hawking like documentary about like the universe or something, that could help me too because we have the same like creation story kind of bullshit. But some things, some specific things about Islam that were not refuted before, I found nothing on them online. So that was like one of the reasons I started my channel.
And now the internet is full of anti-Islam stuff.
Yeah, not really. Maybe in text form, but no one is doing videos. No one's
more
doing
videos
not a
than
lot.
before, though. There's a lot more
Of
videos
course.
now than 20 years ago.
Of course, but
Not like
I'm talking-
Christianity that was inundated
Of course
in
not. Well,
Christianity.
yeah,
so-
no, no.
Christianity is done. I don't even know how people are Christians anymore. Still.
Joe, I have a question for you, which I think is interesting. What do you think what is your opinion of atheists who are very outspoken and critical of religion, but only of Christianity, and they say they won't criticize Islam? What is your opinion of those atheists?
Look, there is a big difference about not criticizing Islam at all. Like in general, I'm not gonna touch it just because I'm afraid of Muslims or something. And there is a difference between I'm not gonna criticize like the intricate details of Islam because I don't have the knowledge. For example, I'm not gonna criticize Judaism because I have no idea what Judaism is all about. I know it's bullshit because it's another religion, so I can.
But I don't think the reason they're staying away from Islam is because they're ignorant of it. I don't think that's their reason specifically. Usually.
That's what I'm saying. If they're scared and they're just feeling to like offend people, then yeah, fuck them. But if I can see someone saying I don't really know anything about like Hinduism, I know it's bullshit because it's a religion. That's all I know. I know it's like ridiculous in that way. But I can't really speak on Hinduism. I just don't know what they do, and I have no. So it's like me trying to like speak about like, racism in America or something. I have a general idea, but I just can't get into.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that if it's like an outspoken atheist on YouTube or something, and they just left Christianity a few years ago, and they spent their whole life in some kind of Christian fundamentalist church. And they just have never had any connection to Islam, so what's the point of like them touching on it? I can kind of get that.
Yeah,
but the people
because
who don't stay away
the first thing they're gonna get is like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and they themselves would not know if they're really at a disadvantage because they don't have the information, so they couldn't come back with any arguments because they don't have.
Sorry, there needs to be more
Yeah, go.
humor interjected in the videos with Islam, just like there is with feminism and atheism and Christianity. I mean, there needs to be more videos, more people that are outside of Islam making the videos as well. I don't think it's a bad thing. They don't get
No,
everything
it's
right.
not. I didn't say it's a bad thing. I'm just saying why people seem. Well, I understand if some atheist, who's been like Jewish his whole life or Christian his whole life, he doesn't feel confident enough in it because if you see the Ben Affleck Sam Harris interview, Ben Affleck plays that card like immediately. It's like, do you have like the codified doctrine of Islam figured out?
But that's a good example.
Sam Harris was like, yeah, I actually know. I'm actually well educated on the matter. So that shut him up. So not everyone is Sam Harris because that's the first thing that people are gonna throw in your face.
But it didn't shut him up though.
Yeah, because Sam Harris knows what he's talking about. You mean about like Ben Affleck?
No, I didn't shut up Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but just because he's an idiot.
Yeah, but it annoys me when not when they talk about Islam, when they have no experience or education.
Imagine if Sam Harris quivered. Imagine if Sam Harris didn't know what he was talking about. Ben Affleck would have railroaded him.
Okay, but here's the thing. Wait, hold on. Ben Affleck, in the past, has been very critical of religion. Okay, he was in a movie, for example, called Dogma by Kevin Smith, which was very critical of Christianity. So if Sam Harris had gone on stage with Bill Maher and he had said the exact same thing he was saying, but replaced Islam with Christianity, he would not have said the things he said to Sam Harris and said, this is racist and blah, blah, blah. He would never have said those things.
That's because he's an idiot. People keep confusing. People criticize.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
One at a time, boys.
Ben Affleck thought he was defending you when he said that to Sam Harris.
Yeah. He was defending Muslims. Sam Harris was.
Well, no. Not just Muslims. That's not true. Like, in his mind, he's just like people in the Middle East, right? Just you two. All this group of people around here.
Yeah, like
I don't think he makes that distinction.
He doesn't make the distinction between people criticizing Islam and people criticizing Muslims. I don't even know how we are still on this stupid.
We're still arguing about evolution and morality without God. I mean, it's not really all that surprising. And it's only annoying if they insist they know what they're talking about. If they insist that they're right about Islam and you, as an ex-Muslim or somebody educated in Islam, comes along and says, no, you're not right and this is why, and they still insist that they're right, that's when I get annoyed. Everyone needs to be talking about it more because one voice leads to many, and I don't think it's a bad thing. And even if they're not right about it, we all know it's a bad thing. Like we need to be alarmed about it. That's a good thing. So, I don't know.
One good thing that came out of the Ben Affleck Sam Harris thing, that I myself realized that I'm a very objective and level-headed person after watching this interview. Just because after watching it, I still like Ben Affleck as a director. So at that moment, I learned that I can separate, that I'm not too emotional, basically. That I know that, he's an idiot, his political opinions are just complete bullshit, but I still like him as Batman. So,
The Town and God Baby Gone are great movies.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like him as an actor, he's a good director.
Yeah.
Oh, he's even a better director.
Not really. He's a good Batman. He was a good
Batman.
Yeah. He's not a good actor.
Although that movie was
a good Batman.
He was good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best thing in the movie, actually. Yeah.
But
okay, what was the sixth question?
But Joe, but let me ask you this as well. What is your opinion of people in the West who go out of their way to attack critics of Islam and critics of the Middle East and call them racist and talk them down, like Ben Affleck did to Sam Harris? Basically, yes, you're not a Muslim now, but basically you're in the area and you're included with the group of people. You used to be a Muslim. They see you as just part of the group. Yeah. And these people, when they say this to Sam Harris or me or anyone or Jenn, it doesn't matter, Richard Dawkins, they think these white saviors are calling these people racist and attacking them, they think they're defending you. So how do you feel about them, these people who are supposedly defending you?
Yeah, I feel that those kind of people, the problem with them that they have everything good in their life, that they're so spoiled that they started to resent themselves for having all of these nice things. I think that's like the whole like social justice warrior phenomenon is like just people that are so well off and have no like they start resenting themselves for having nice things. Basically, it's like they start like beating themselves up for nothing, and they're treating us like children. Basically, that's what they're doing. Um, as if like we don't, you know, we can't like speak or something. We have to like have people rescue us or something. Trust me, we're loud enough. We can manage. We got this one. Just sit this one out.
But do you think it's like, okay, even, I mean, that's true what you're saying, like they're treating you like children to a certain degree, but is it helpful in any way? Because essentially, like for example, Ben Affleck is talking down, attacking a critic of Islam. Does that even help you in any way?
No, it doesn't help me. It helps the Islamists. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I was going at. Like these people think they're helping you, but they're actually like.
No.
I feel like
Muslim,
like Ben Affleck is hurting a person like you. Is my point.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course he is, because he's like he's he's validating every bullshit argument the Muslim Brotherhood have been saying for the past 50 years. He's basically championing the Muslim Brotherhood talking points now. Every single one of them. Every single one of those like Muslim apologist white people, they're Muslim Brotherhood like, talking heads now. They're just mouthpieces for them.
And they don't even know it.
They don't even know it. They're just swallowing this bullshit. Trust me, man. The amount of like influence Muslim Brotherhood organizations in America have on the media, people don't even know, because all of this regressive bullshit is coming out of like think tanks and like so-called like civil rights organizations that are definitely on the Muslim Brotherhood payroll. Definitely, I have no question about that. It's like I don't even want to like check stats or anything. I just know that.
And this is something Ali Rizvi told me once, that he told me these Muslim groups, like the ones you're talking about, like CARE or
like CARE,
Muslim groups, like he said, they're very aware of the fact that in the West, that among liberal groups, they know
is in their favor.
Not just that, but they know that by attacking people as being racist for criticizing Islam, they know that's very effective. They're very aware of it.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it was like a conscious decision to come up with the term Islamophobia. It wasn't an accident. They crafted it. They wanted something like
they modeled
the Jews
it after
with the Holocaust.
Yeah.
No, they modeled it after the Jewish Holocaust thing. They wanted something like that. They always loved that. They hated it and they loved it. They hated that the West have been, no one talks about the Holocaust and all of that shit. They hated that.
I hear this all the time on Twitter. I actually got this just, I think, yesterday from someone, and I've heard it a million times before. Why are you allowed to criticize Islam if in some countries people are not allowed to question the Holocaust?
That's what I said in another hangout. The day European countries started putting laws preventing people from saying the Holocaust doesn't exist was the day free speech died in Europe, because that opened the door for any fucking asshole to come up and say, well, why can't I have a law like that? Why can't I have a victimhood status? And it's bullshit. People can deny the Holocaust if they want. I don't see a problem.
This is why free speech is so important.
You can't touch it.
Even for things that are so completely not true, like denying the Holocaust, it is essential that those people be allowed to say it.
It's irrelevant.
And the solution for people who deny the Holocaust is to mock them, talk them down and give them no platform, but is not to make law, because the minute they made that law, like you said,
They fucked
then
validated it.
another group will come and say,
Yeah.
I want a law too. You gave it to the
And trust me,
Jews,
yeah,
give it to
and
me.
trust me,
No, they
Muslims gonna
validated
have,
them. The second they made a
Yeah.
law, they validated those crazy ideas.
Yes.
look, Muslims are gonna get that law, gay people are gonna get that law, black people are gonna get that law, and then we can't talk about anyone. Now we're fucked.
And even women. Lots of groups don't
Why
even want
not?
women to.
Just throw women in there. Yeah, and the children can get that law too. I don't know. People with bad fashion sense can get that law too. You know, any fucking guy off the street can
Don't
come up and say,
criticize the
yeah,
pedophiles. That's a kind of
criticize
sexuality.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Everything, yeah.
one. Don't criticize Justin Bieber because you know we like it will hurt our feelings. Like I said, like free speech. I defined free speech as, is it coming out of my mouth? Yes, it's speech. Fuck you. That's how I say it. I see it. If I'm saying it, it's speech. Unless I'm like saying go kill that person, then we have a problem. But as long as I'm just speaking, that's speech. You just can't fuck with it, because once you start playing with it, even if it's a little bit, it's over. It's like a bubble. It's like one small hole and it's gone. It's not gonna be there. Yeah, like I said, I'm always saying this: free speech. It's the most important human right. You can have no money, you can be poor, you can be hungry, you can be homeless, but as long as you are able to say what you want, it's good. I always say that. I say that about Egypt too. It's like I don't give a shit who's the president is. I don't give a shit what's like the political whatever. I don't care about what they're doing with like the budget this year. I just care that I should be able to say what I want to say. If I'm able to say what I want to say, everything else will fall in line. It's not gonna be a problem. But if I can't say anything and I have a lot of money, I just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, to me also, I've said this quite a few times, that for any subject, whether it be like atheism or science or Islam or whatever it is, to me, the essential thing is freedom of speech. Without that, you don't have anything. To me,
Yeah.
like, no matter how much
Yeah.
I have disdain for religion or Islam, I would be the very first one to condemn people wanting to censor the Quran or censor the Bible, or to say there can't be mosques or places of worship for Muslims. If somebody said, "Oh, I want," like, "Oh, Lalo, you're against Islam? Me too. Let's pass a law not allowing Muslims to say what they want, or let's pass a law banning the Quran from everywhere, nobody can read it," I would be completely against them, and I would even, if Muslims ask me, like, join us against this, I would totally do it. Yes, no, you cannot do that. You cannot let anybody, even the people I wholeheartedly, completely disagree with, and even I think their books are shit and violent, if they said, we want to get rid of them and ban them, I would be the first one to say, no, you cannot do that.
Censorship is just cancer, man. Just
Because,
cancer.
and for the main reason is this, is that the minute they say, let's ban the Quran, what they're saying is that, Lalo, I want to keep you from reading the Quran. And nobody's going to keep me from reading anything or hearing anything I want to hear.
Yeah, because the next step is gonna be, let's just ban Richard Dawkins' books, or just ban like Sam Harris' books, or just ban whatever. Like,
if you, the guy who's saying that I want to ban the Quran because it offends me and it's dangerous, you're justifying the Muslim who is saying, let's ban books by Richard Dawkins or Sam Harris because they offend me and they're dangerous against Muslims.
When the Muslim Brotherhood tried to pass a law to ban porn here in Egypt, I think it was 2012. Surprisingly, that was the argument here in Egypt. It's like, okay, because no one here can really defend porn openly. No one, just no one. No guy is gonna go on TV and defend porn.
They want to, though.
Not gonna, of course, but it's just not gonna happen. So the argument was, okay, we will ban porn, but then what? Are we gonna start banning websites we don't agree with? We're just gonna ban whatever, just literally like websites? Are we gonna ban political websites, just news websites? where to draw the line. And people were just no, just porn. We're gonna ban porn. Actually, they passed the law in the parliament, and then the people like the FCC, the institution like responsible for regulating like communications and actually implementing the law and just removing the websites. They said no, fuck it, we're not gonna do that.
I bet you
It's
anything
just
that
like
Muslims would sooner ban the Quran than ban porn.
they did it. They passed the law, but
They
no
passed
one,
the
no
law,
one
but it's
actually.
but okay,
Yeah,
but how would
no one
Muslims
give.
react? But Joe, how would Muslims in Egypt, for example, react if the next day there was no access to porn whatsoever? People would lose their minds, man.
Yeah, people will lose their shit because Egyptians use a lot of porn.
Dogs and cats living together.
Yeah,
Mass
it's like
rapes, mass gropings.
yeah, up is down, down is up.
No,
Yeah,
they would have
Egyptians.
lost their shit for sure.
Oh yeah, Egyptians especially, we love porn, man. We love it. Which is, if you go on any like porn website and just start searching the Arab countries, like country by country, the most search results you'll get is Egypt.
Like
By far.
Is that true?
Yeah, by far. Just anything. Profiles, you get a lot of Egyptian profiles and not a lot
I've
of
heard
any
that.
like videos, even amateur porn, a lot of Egyptian porn, by far, you get like a lot of Egyptian results like on
This
every single
explains a
like
lot of things about Joe.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's just say I have a private stash. Just don't tell anyone.
I'm just wondering if your stash is bigger than Osama bin Laden's.
I think I'm confident in mine. I have a lot of confidence.
God, I hope one day they
in-
release Osama bin Laden's porn stash.
Yeah, I have a
I mean,
whole.
who isn't curious about what he was watching?
I know what he was watching.
Definitely.
Definitely, I knew what he was watching. I'll tell you, a lot of teen porn, a lot of lesbian porn, and maybe some gangbangs. Basically, yeah, I would say that's like accurate. Yeah,
We gotta
a lot of
implement the
a lot of
halal
blondes
porn.
too. In that stash, I would say. Not for me. I like I like brunettes more. That's just me, But to each his own.
As a natural blonde, I am really upset about this.
No,
You
you're
heard
not
Jensen.
that blonde. No, I hate I hate the porn star blonde. The blonde porn star.
you
Just
trying to
like
fix it now?
bleach. Yeah.
I need to go
Where's
bleach
the
my
sex
hair, you
question,
guys.
man? Where is the six questions, man?
We didn't get
You
any.
fucked me on this, Lalo.
Nobody asked any.
Come on,
It's not my
people.
fault.
Step it up. Where's the
Somebody
fucking
asked
sex
if you
questions,
watched
man?
Mia Khalifa in the chat.
Oh yeah, definitely. Are you kidding me? I put in one of my videos, man. It's not for nothing.
She's
on.
not my type. I don't like her. She's not my type.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
Mr.
just like
Preston.
something.
I'm blonde.
Yeah, it's
Natural.
something. It's
From
something. It's something. Come on, Jenny. Not in front of people, okay? We can't talk about this when we go home.
Don't fight in front of the kids.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Okay, well let's wrap it up here. Well, this was
Thanks.
a nice improvised episode.
Yep.
We're gonna look for some more ex-Muslims to talk with, and
We have one for this weekend.
we do.
Ex-Mormon, ex-Muslim.
Can you say who
Based mama or based mama.
on Twitter? Is that her
Mhm.
Twitter? Okay.
Yeah, based mama.
And,
Okay.
and YouTube. She has a YouTube channel too.
Does she have videos?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and she's a pretty lady and she's really funny. You'll love her.
Okay, I mean
She has very, very good qualities, especially one of them. I'm not gonna spoil it, but she has nice qualities. Let's just say that.
Is this gonna be on Saturday?
Such a pig. Yeah, I think it's
Um,
gonna be on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We still have to decide which day. You know
Okay.
how
Well,
we're so organized.
we'll announce something.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening. Take care.
Bye.